Hi, I'm Adam with Let Us Try That. My wife, my daughter, and I recently went on a very brief road trip. During this brief road trip, we were able to spend one day in Spokane, Washington. We were able to do 3 different activities, and in this video, we're visiting Cattails Zoological Park. It's a non-profit park that was established in 1991 with just 4 cats, but it quickly grew. As word got out that this place was caring for cats, they began rescuing not only more cats, but a number of other animals as well. Normally, this wildlife rescue and rehabilitation center is open to the public, but with the public health situation that we're all dealing with right now, they're only booking private tours. The private tours cost $100 for a group of up to 5 people. The first animal we encountered was a red fox named Callie. She's about 2.5 years old and came to the Cattails Zoological Park from a facility in Montana when she was just a baby. Her coat looks a little shaggy because she is transitioning from her winter coat to her summer coat. An interesting fact about red foxes is that they will continue to hunt even when they're no longer hungry, burying extra food under snow, dirt, or leaves so that they can come back and eat it later. Here we can see Callie digging up a snack from earlier. Next, we met a bobcat named Augie. His coat is also looking a little unkept, and our tour guide told us it was because he was separated from his parents at a very young age and never learned to properly groom himself. This cat was originally kept as a pet and was brought to the Cattails Zoological Park by King County Regional Animal Services back in 2013. You may notice that Augie has no claws. That's because he was declawed and neutered when he was kept as a pet by his original owners, but now he has a comfortable place to live out the rest of his life. Next, we got to see their Bengal Tigers, Tigger and Zorro. Tigger was relaxing and not very interested in coming out, but Zorro came out when some snacks were offered. These 2 tigers are brothers, and they were rescued by Cattails when they were just 6-month-old cubs. Because they were raised at this facility from such an early age, the staff at Cattails are still able to interact with them, now that they're all grown up. Next, we met a white tiger named Nolan. Nolan was raised at the Discovery Kingdom at Six Flags in Vallejo, California, and was part of their wildlife program participating in shows on their Tiger Island. One day, the tiger handler from Six Flags called Cattails and asked if they would be interested in an 8-year-old white tiger. It turns out that Nolan didn't like the sounds of the roller coasters, and because of that, he no longer wanted to participate in the shows or educational programs. Our tour guide told us that Nolan was very well taken care of, healthy, and had excellent medical care, so it sounds like the people at Six Flags took good care of their cats, and now Nolan can enjoy his retirement in a good-sized enclosure with a swimming pool and a waterfall. Next, we met a Siberian tiger named Amala. Well, we met Amala briefly, then she went back inside. This is Amala, a 9-year-old bobcat. Amala was also once kept as a pet before coming to Cattails. She's a bit territorial and a little more aggressive than Augie. This is Jacoby. He was also once a family pet. Are you seeing a pattern develop here? I'm not sure why people think that keeping wild animals as pets would be a good idea, but it's good that there are places like Cattails that will take care of these animals once their original owners realize they are not able to properly care for them. This is Jewel, a puma who was originally owned by a private owner before being taken in by a wildlife facility in Montana, and then eventually coming to Cattails toward the end of September 2018. She was making a lot of vocalizations when we were there, and apparently that's because she was in heat. This is Oscar, an American black bear. He was abandoned by his mother and was found when he was just a few months old. He was small, underweight, and probably malnourished, but is now healthy and happy at Cattails Zoological Park. Next, we briefly visited the gift shop to get out of the heat for a moment, get some water, and pick up a couple of refrigerator magnets for a souvenir. The next animal we got to see on our tour was Akilah. She's a wolf-dog hybrid who was originally kept as a guard dog by a private owner. She spent much of her life chained to a tree but eventually escaped. During her escape, the chain that was holding her to a tree wrapped around her front leg, giving her a pretty deep cut. Her owner was not able to care for the wound, so Akilah ended up at Cattails, where she gets all the care she needs. In the neighboring enclosure, we met Cody, the coyote. He's 10 years old and came to Cattails after retiring from the photo and film industry. Wildlife photographers and documentary filmmakers can spend countless hours out in the wilderness waiting for the perfect shot. Sometimes, however, shortcuts are taken, and animals are actually brought in for photographers and filmmakers. This is the type of work Cody was doing before he came to Cattails. This is Gray, half wolf, half coyote. He was also privately owned before coming here. And here are a couple more coyotes, Sunny and Blue. This is another bobcat named Stitches. The name may sound a bit intimidating, but as you can see, Stitches likes his snuggles. He was found in the wild in South Dakota in 2009. He was orphaned, and there was no sign of what happened to his mother, so the authorities brought him to the South Dakota Great Plains Zoo. At about 5 weeks of age, he was sent to his permanent home here at Cattails. This is Tuga, another Siberian tiger. He lives here with his brother and sister, Koshka and Sestra. This is Nala, an African lion. She grew up beside Zorro and Tigger, the two Bengal tigers we met earlier. They were originally privately owned and used for photo opportunities at local fairs. However, big cats grow up fast, and when the original owners could no longer take care for Nala, Zorro, and Tigger, they contacted Cattails. As our tour was coming to an end, we got to see Zorro one more time. And that concluded our tour, and then we were off to the next spot to try to make the most of the one day we had here in Spokane.